Although we've already done over 3,000 miles to get down to here, Cape Verde, just off the African coast, now we're going to do 2,000 miles in one hit, all the way across to the Caribbean.
I'm obviously really looking forward to getting to the Caribbean, but I'm also excited to find out what it's like to spend that amount of time at sea. We're probably looking at 2 to 3 weeks.
So the weather's looking pretty good, and Florence is all stocked up and ready to go.
So this is it. Here we go.
Well, the sun's setting on day one of our trip across the Atlantic. It was really breezy to start off with through the islands. We had 27 knots, pretty gusty. We set out with one reef in the mainsail. We still have one reef in the mainsail, but it's dropped off now. We've got 9 to 12 knots of breeze, and we've got hold out Genoa, which is probably our setup for the whole crossing, I think, looking at the forecast. Hold out Genoa, which will reef and unreef as we go, and I think we might just leave one reef in the main because it keeps it flatter and off the shroud so it doesn't get worn.
This guy hit me in the night on my night watch, so we're going to have him for lunch.
One flying fish finger. I've just gutted and scaled and prepared 2 flying fish that we found on the deck today, which we were going to have for tea, and we just seen a massive fish. We just got a massive bite. Whopper! I mean, it sounds like a fisherman's tale to say so big it broke the rod, but it did. But we still got it in. So I don't think we need to fish for the rest of the trip though. This is going to last us. He's a monster.
It's pretty cool. Tonight we have mahi-mahi with vegetables, noodles, sweet chilli, ginger and garlic. Lunch today is peri-peri mahi-mahi with vegetable rice.
Here we are mid-Atlantic, about 1,000 miles from the Caribbean and 1,000 miles from Cape Verde. Absolutely nothing around us other than flying fish and some big waves.
We're nearly halfway, so making a halfway cake to celebrate. We're still a week away from reaching the Caribbean, and we've just found 60 litres of salt water in our bilge from a leak. Luckily we've found the small hole. It was in a hatch drain pipe and it's an easy fix, but it's really scary how much water can flood in through a hole that's just the size of a pinhead.
And it was all going so well. But it had to end sometime. This morning the spinnaker pole broke, which is a bit of a problem for running downwind because we can't hold the schnarer out or hold the spinnaker back off the bow.
Waves and constant rolling make just living on board pretty difficult. It's a challenge just to hold on and not fall over, let alone bake bread and make a pizza. We even have to be lashed into our bunk to make sure we don't fall out in the night.
So not feeling too good today. We've had something happen which we've been trying to avoid the whole trip. Last night we broke the boom, which is pretty major.
Yeah, it was 5 o'clock in the morning and we got hit by the biggest squall that we've had all trip, so over 45 knots. Unfortunately the boat jibed, broke the preventer, and then the boom completely folded in two.
So we then had lots of wind, a boom folded round, a mainsail we couldn't drop. The good thing was the way we dealt with it. We worked really well as a team. We managed to rig up a set of lines so that we could unfold the boom, straighten it all out and drop the mainsail. And we managed not to damage anything else, so it's literally just the boom itself, everything else is fine. So that's the positive to take from it. I'm still feeling pretty ashamed that we actually broke it in the first place. Where we're going, we're only 70-80 miles away now from our destination, and hopefully we can get a new boom there. It's a fairly major place for fixing all the boats that have come across the Atlantic and got broken. Not everything goes well in paradise.
Last night was spent with big winds and big rain squalls. Not what you want after a tiring 2 weeks at sea. Welcome to the Caribbean, Matt.
Yeah. This is fresh water.
The wind and the waves reduced when we reached the shelter of Rodney Bay on St Lucia. But the rain